It's Terrific TV Toys, another episode looking at some fun stuff that celebrates TV shows that we loved that happen to be of a vintage nature. And you know, the $6 Million Man and the Bionic Woman TV show did share a few characters. There was a lot of crossover between the two series. The biggest character that the two series shared was Oscar Goldman. He was the one who gave Jamie Summers and Steve Austin their orders. And so today, for this episode of Terrific TV Toys, we're going to take a look at the Oscar Goldman doll, 13 inches of him from Kenner from around 1977. Straight from the Bionic product catalog, it is Oscar Goldman with the exploding briefcase. Oh, I loved this one when I was a kid. This is one of 4 dolls that I have from the $6 Million Man / Bionic Woman set by Kenner. This is a 13-inch doll, pretty big, and this is Oscar Goldman. And it's pretty well detailed. It's in decent condition. When you look at his nice little linen pants that he has, it must be a summer outfit. I think that where these dolls were stored in the attic of my parents' house, there might have been some little critters running around. I don't know, just a guess. But anyways, besides that, he's in pretty good shape. His outfit is just fabulous. I mean, if you can even get past this checkered jacket, which, you know, it's hard to do that, you'll see this silky kind of like nylon. It's really a nylon green, more of a teal turtleneck, and it's a short sleeve shirt under there. Very stylish. I love the turtleneck thing under a jacket so crazy as this and so 70s. And then his pants are quite nice, just with a simple snap in the back. Quality clothing. But what really makes this figure is these things right here. Now, the ironic thing is that Richard Anderson, who played Oscar Goldman, in real life was notorious for not wearing socks. And in fact, he's going to be appearing at the Motor City Comic Con this year, and I'm hoping to be able to talk to him on camera. I want to ask him about this because not only is his action figure, or doll, as some of us call them — I was a little girl that had this, so it was a doll for me — not only does his figure have socks, but they're pretty well made. They're like your typical ridged socks, and they're nicely fitted with the seam on the end. I mean, these are not cheapo socks. Kenner did do a great job with making these bionic dolls, I have to tell you, just because, as I commented in the video for Jamie, the Jamie Summers doll, that she has stood up over the years much better than a lot of my other dolls, and this one is no exception. He has great articulation. You can see with the peekaboo pants, you know, his joint. They're all in excellent shape. All of his points of articulation are great. He just had the painted on hair, so nothing to worry about there. Besides his pants, he's in great shape. And then he's got these great loafers on with those socks that he probably never wore in real life. I just love that. But the figure itself is cool. The thing that really makes this amazing is this right here. This is Oscar's exploding briefcase. And you have never seen anything like this. Now, my friend Andrea just found this figure with the exploding briefcase in the box at a toy show here in Michigan. She paid pretty good amount for it, but she got a deal, and she won't take it out of the box. And man, is she missing out. I know that there's a lot of keep it mint in the box people out there, but I am an out of the box girl, and everything I own comes out of the box. Almost everything I own, I don't care what it is, I've got to play with it, I've got to love it, because I'm not going to sell it. I know that whatever I get, I'm going to keep for the duration. So I'm going to play with it. So sorry, Andrea, girl, I love you, but you're missing out, because, man, this thing is amazing. Now, if I can just remember how to do this correctly, because the thing was, you could open it one way, it was a normal briefcase, which I'll show you. Open the other way, and it explodes. I think the trick was you pull it out. See that? You pull it out. And then when you open it, I honestly am just doing this from memory because I really haven't looked at this since I was a kid. Except that I did do a series, a photography series, a year-long project that focused on a bunch of dolls from my childhood, and this was one of the weeks of the 52, so I did look at it a little bit then a couple years ago. But basically, I've been playing with it since I was a kid. This is the normal side of the briefcase. It's got some nice detail here you can see. Looks like old-fashioned recording device there, and a safe. Look at that. It's all painted on, but it's very cool. Energy modules, this part says. And then over here, you've got a little bit of interactivity because you've got this dial. See how this dial shows you different pictures. There is a map. Let's turn it again. There's something else, some gizmos. Let's turn it again. What's that? It's a photo of satellites and something in space. And then this thing, which it says graph 5. Oh my gosh. Yeah, graph 5. Okay, sorry. I had to zoom that into my own eyes to be able to see it. And then this decoder, which is painted on Bionic scanner. And let's push the buttons and balance our checkbook, I guess. And then this thing, a screen, so he can get his own mission orders. He was the one that gave Jamie and Steve, of course, their assignments. He's got this nice little thing. Let's put it on his head for good measure. There he is. All right, Oscar, you go, guy. And then in here, these files are really cool, and I'm glad I still have all the parts. There's one for Steve Austin. When you open that up, you see basically the file on Steve. Top secret, special classification, bionic left eye, bionic right arm, bionic legs. Then, look at that, it's the suspect hideout. Woohoo, front view and plan view. And then some top secret circuit B bionic leg stuff in here too. Okay, so that's the file on Steve. Put that back in the little file area of his briefcase. This is the file on Jamie. It's top secret, so don't tell anybody. Here is a map. Sector Z. And then there's, let me see, Oscar Goldman. Mission objectives, apprehend suspects at mountain hideout, and so on. And then here's Jamie. It does not have her photo or anything, but special classification shows that she has a bionic right ear, a bionic right arm, and 2, count them, 2 bionic legs. So let's put those files back. Okay. Here's the briefcase. It's got lots of very useful things in it. Now you close it. This was kind of tricky, if I remember. Okay, so pop that back in. Now, somebody who's going to be nefarious and out to steal Oscar's briefcase is like, okay, they've knocked Oscar to the ground. Ooh, okay, he's knocked out, and they're like, oh man, we got his briefcase. We've got all of his secrets. We can find out who these bionic people are. Okay, so they just open it. Bang! Uh-oh, it exploded. So what they see, nothing very useful in there. It's all burnt up, exploded, and destroyed. It's like a self-destructing briefcase if it falls into the wrong hands. Oh, I can sleep much better tonight because of that. Let me get my panel because it flew way the heck over here. Okay, so you push that down carefully. And snap that back into place. See if I can get that back. Ugh. In there right. I might have to pull this out. Bear with the kid as she's like trying to remember her toys. Tricky, tricky. Okay, there it is. I think I basically got it back together without destroying it. Okay, so again, like magic, there's the real briefcase. Wow, it has the ability to regenerate itself. That's very cool. Okay, so that's Oscar. One well-made, cool toy from the 70s. Fabulous.